September 11th, 2001. I was 13 at the time. I know exactly where I was. I was in my first or second period English class, Mr. Barney's English class in South Ogden Junior High. And this was back when not really anybody had phones. If they were flip phones. And so we didn't really know what was going on. Some students here and there were being called out of classrooms to go home. And then eventually the office made an announcement asking teachers to not show the news. I guess some teachers had actually pulled up the portable TVs on the tall tray and turned on the news. So the administration asked them not to show it and to continue through with classes. So ours, Mr. Barney, was one of those who hadn't pulled it up yet. So I had no idea what was going on. The rumor mill throughout the hallways was a small airplane had hit the towers, or the Twin Towers in New York City. Of course, me being 13 and raised in Utah, I was like, oh no, the Eiffel Tower. Isn't that in Las Vegas? So I wasn't really affected. I just didn't quite have that education or understanding. And then when I got home, took the school bus, my parents were at work, and I turned on the news. In my parents' room, they had a waterbed. I remember sitting on the edge of the waterbed, bobbling up and down, and seeing the replays. By then, the second plane had hit. And I'm not sure if they had fallen at that point or if I was watching it live or reruns, but being 13, not really understanding politics, not really understanding wars or the impact that had, it was, I don't want to say it was cool to watch, because I was watching in awe and didn't know how to feel. I'm also an empath, so when they showed pictures of the people who had been in the dust cloud and covered in ash and crying and the desolation that happened, that's when it hit me, and I knew this was not a good thing. I was 13. I didn't know anything about the world or life, but I knew that this was a major event and that it was going to impact and change America. How? I wasn't sure, but I knew it was a big deal. And then, of course, growing up from the months and years after that, finally understanding and realizing what it meant. And I will never forget that day, even though I was just 13 in junior high. It still had an impact on a little kid. And I'd like to say that me watching that has influenced me to get into law enforcement. You heard the stories of the firemen who lost their lives climbing the towers, of the police officers who were on scene as well, people helping people. I wanted to be a part of that. And here I am. I get to do that. May I never experience a tragedy like that ever in my life, but I'm prepared to deal with it and handle it and take care of the situations because of those who have come before, those who served that day, and those who gave the ultimate sacrifice and still give the ultimate sacrifice to make this country what it is.